I forgot to talk about the things I hope to see in 2025, so I'm going to fix that today.
La la la, clicky keyboard noises, la la la, keyboard noises.
If you happen to hear any weird things in the background, it's probably because all 4 of my cats are walking in and out of this room. Normally I keep the door shut, but my husband and kid are running an errand today, so I've got the house to myself and there's no reason to keep the door shut. In my last video, I expressed curiosity about what this year has to offer, but that doesn't mean that I don't have things that I would like to see. Resolutions, however, are not my forte. I either make them too hard to achieve and then that all or nothing part of my brain does a spiral, or I make them so vague that there's really no way for me to actually achieve them. When I first started this channel, I was doing quarterly goals for my professional and my personal life, and I was using a bullet journal to track those things. I stopped doing it, not because I didn't like it, I lost track of it, I forgot to do it for a few days, and then it was like out of sight, out of mind. Before I knew it, it had been a month and I didn't even know where my journal was. Darn kit. I would like to start doing a journal again. Maybe not so much the way I was doing it before, but maybe like writing down my intentions and, okay, come here. Come here. Come on. Maybe not like how I was doing it before, but just like writing down my intentions and maybe taking a day and figuring out how I can actually make those things happen. This is Naja, by the way, if you didn't know. She knocked over my camera a minute ago. First off, I would like to finish a draft of the Hook book and maybe get some beta readers on that. I do feel like I need to finish a draft and get some updates on it before I have people look at it, because I don't want to just release it a couple chapters at a time and have people really enjoy it and then for some reason me not finish it. So I'm going to try to finish a full draft. Currently I have not started writing it again, but I have been working on understanding my characters better, putting them in little scenarios. You know, how would this character react if this happened? How would they react if this person were to be the one that did this and this person? That way I get to know my characters better, so I won't be struggling like I did the last time I tried to write a draft of it. That seems to be going pretty well, so I'm hoping that before too long I can get back to actually writing the story once I fully feel like I understand my characters. I'd like to make more writer friends. Maybe join a local group somewhere or find an online group if they have like a regular meetup that works for my schedule. The last time I tried to join a local group, I ended up having a panic attack in the Starbucks parking lot and I ran away before I could introduce myself to them. But that was several years ago, and I have been working a lot at not letting my social anxiety get that bad. So I think I'm about ready to start trying that again. We'll see. But I would like to make more writing friends. And I've been messaging people on Instagram and commenting on their posts. So I have been reaching out more, and I am feeling a bit better about reaching out to new people. So this will be my year for making new writer friends. I'd like to spend a lot less time doom scrolling and basically just spending time on my phone in general. I don't want to not know what's going on in the world, but there's just so much going on all the time, and it's so dark. It is privileged of me to say that I'm going to turn off my phone and I'm just going to set a timer and only read news for this amount of time, and then I'm just going to turn off social media or whatever, but it's too much. And I think that's really going to help with my mental health, but it's also going to free up my time so that I can, do things that are going to make me happy, like maybe working on that castle that I haven't touched since September and have started to think maybe I don't even want to continue because it's been so long since I worked on it. Or, writing. I could spend my time writing. I would like to eat more plant-based foods this year. I'm not trying to go vegan or vegetarian or anything. I do like meat and I don't plan on ever giving it up, but I would like to eat more plant-based foods this year. I also kind of want to experiment with making some of my own stuff that I buy frequently, like prepackaged, but that don't seem like they're that hard to make, like vanilla extract or pizza sauce or coffee creamer. I don't want to be like a trad wife or anything, but There's a certain feeling I get when I make garlic bread out of bread that I made myself that I really like, and I would like to keep that feeling going. I'd like to start doing things in my area. Maybe once a month, I can go to an event and try something new. Where I live is relatively close to another city that's, a lot bigger. And I know they always have something going on downtown. And usually I avoid it because I don't like downtown traffic. And too many people in one area tends to make me panicky. But I don't want fear and anxiety to control the things that I do anymore. So I'm going to start stepping out of my comfort zone this year. I've already started because I found a flash tattoo event downtown and I got a new tattoo. So that was fun. Haven't had a tattoo in like 17 years. And now I want to get all the tattoos. I'm going to start embracing the aesthetics that I've been enjoying in private for a long time. And finally, I would love if my cats would stop giving me mini heart attacks all the time. We recently had a winter storm. It didn't really hit my area very hard. It was just kind of like freezing rain and like a half an hour of a dusting of snow, but it still got to like 30 degrees. And the day before that hit, which was a Thursday, my cat named Friday decided it would be an excellent idea to run right out the front door while the construction workers who are fixing our playroom were bringing in their gear. It's not their fault. He bolts every couple of months, so it didn't like terribly surprise me, but his timing was really bad. And I spent that whole storm freaking out because he wasn't in the normal spaces that I find him when he bolts. He usually hangs out in the carport or like in the bushes nearby. He wasn't there. And I think he ran away like further because all the construction going on. But I was freaking out. He was gone for like 2 days, and I was thinking the worst, and I could not find him anywhere, and it was not a fun time. But we had the back door of our covered porch propped open. We had blankets out there for him. We had food. After like a day and a half, he came back and he ate the food and he just was hanging out on our back porch like nothing had happened. And we let him right back in. And he is completely unrepentant for all of the anxiety that he caused. And he's been fine. But I'd really like this year for the cats to stop giving me many heart attacks. Like that would be great. These little cats are going to be the death of me, but dang it if I don't love the little jerks. Last year was my year of positivity, of trying to think of how things add to my life rather than what I was taking away from them. Overall, I did pretty good with that, which was good because if any year needed a positive spin on it, it was the last half of 2024. So last year was about putting myself in a better headspace, and I think 2025 is going to be my year of action because I have been working on building up my self-confidence and stuff like that. So I think that even though I've got a long way to go in that regard, I think this is the year that I need to step out of my comfort zone and do things. I'm a big girl and I believe in myself. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see for yourself in 2025. And for those of you who have the hope or goal of eating healthier and more vegetables and stuff like me, it's interesting to note that
Bananas
are lightly radioactive. They contain the natural isotope potassium-40, which is a little bit radioactive. But don't worry, the human body is about 280 times more radioactive than that, so it's fine. It's kind of like how people freak out about like the cyanide in apple seeds, but you really have to eat like anywhere between 150 to like several thousand apple seeds before you're at any risk of cyanide poisoning. So, eat the fruits. It's fine. Your body's tough. You can handle it. You can eat the apple. It's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me while I discuss my hopes and aspirations for this year. My name is Jennifer McPeak, and I am an unpublished author currently working on, well, not being unpublished anymore. If you'd like to follow me on my writing journey, and I would love if you did, I post new videos every other Wednesday where I talk about reading, writing, arts and crafts, and anything I feel like sharing. Thanks again for sticking around. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Later.
La la la, clicky keyboard noises. La la la, keyboard noises.